Hello Hoopers and welcome to Hooping from the Bottom Up. Today is your very first lesson. It's kind of exciting actually. I get to show you guys what size of hoop you need, a little bit of information about the weight. I'm going to go over today whether you are a right hooper or a left hooper and how to hoop around your waist, how to get started on that. Just simple first little step there. So the very first thing I'm going to go over is the type of tubing that you need to create your very first hoop. This is a 75 PSI, which is a pretty flexy hoop, but this is also a 3/4 inch inner diameter, which is the thickness of the tubing. So a 3/4 inch 75 PSI is a pretty good standard beginner hoop. This is what I started on. You might want to go a little bit higher than 75 PSI. You might want to go like 120. It's a little bit more sturdier, that sort of thing. However, here in Canada, we do not carry anything sturdier than 75 PSI unless you order it online. So once you have your tubing, you also need to buy this little gray connector here. It's called a polyethylene connector. This will keep your hoop together. I'd show you what it looks like, but I can't get it out of the tubing right now. So when I create a video and show you how to actually put this hoop together, I'll explain a little bit more in detail about the connectors and that sort of thing. So after that, once you got your hoop, you don't really know what to do. Your first step is to actually, you need to measure it, see how tall you need it. So my height, you always want your hoop either to the middle or the top of your belly button when you're first starting. It's a bigger hoop, it's a pretty heavy hoop too, so with that it goes a little bit slower around in momentum, and that'll help you learn your very first tricks and how to hoop around your waist. So once you guys have your actual hoop and you're ready to start, you're going to determine whether first you are a right hooper, going around to the right, or whether you are a left hooper, going around to the left, which I'm not very good at, but getting there. And actually figuring out whether you are a right hooper or a left hooper, it doesn't really matter if you can keep up your hoop yet, you just want to figure out which way feels more comfortable. So give it a throw to the right. That feels good to me, so thinking that might be me. But then throw it to your left, and this will determine, see, it's a lot harder for me to go this way, this will determine whether or not you are a right or left hooper. With this first step, you're able to practice the direction that is most comfortable for you. In this case, I am a right hooper. Most people are right hoopers, some people left hoopers. Left hooping is kind of cool though, you do a lot of other tricks, but for now, once you've found out whether you are a right hooper or a left hooper, you're going to stick to that one direction just for now, not to confuse yourself. So once you have that down, I'm going to show you, there's kind of two ways to get into waist hooping. The way that I do it, kind of one foot in front of the other. I usually put my right foot in front of the other, and it's just a back and forth kind of motion. You never hoop around in a circle. Sometimes you see people trying to like go around, but you'll lose your momentum. So it's just a back and forth. See my tummy moving back and forth? It's just a back and forth kind of motion. Another way you can hoop is with your feet kind of apart like this, hooping kind of side to side. I never really figured that one out. I'm more of a right foot out, front to back kind of person. So I'll give you a little look at my leg here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So see how I have one foot out in front of the other, my right one? Okay, so with my right foot in front of my left, this is going to give me a little bit more balance, a little bit more momentum to start my actual hooping. So I'm going to throw it around to my right, or if you're a left hooper, you're going to throw it to your left. And you're just going to practice standing in kind of this little stance here. with your right leg in front of your left or your left leg in front of your right, whichever feels more comfortable for you. So after you've practiced that a little bit, the next step is just simply hooping around your waist. You guys need to get comfortable, whether you have your legs out kind of side to side or one out in front of the other. You can see the difference though. When I have one foot side by side, I'm kind of rocking my body side to side. And then when I'm this way, I'm pushing it back and forward. This is my favorite. Once you guys have this down a little bit, sometimes it's a little bit easier to move when you have momentum to keep the hoop up. So if you got this down, you can keep it around your waist without it falling. Try and spin to your left. Try and spin to your left. So with this lesson, guys, I hope that you understood it. Everybody teaches differently, everybody learns differently. If you guys have any questions about this lesson or you need something explained a little bit differently, please don't hesitate to email me. I will get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you guys had a really fun day. I sure did. Can't wait to see you guys next time.